Hi everyone! Today I wanted to talk about the 5 things I wish I had known before starting grad school. Currently I'm in a school psychology graduate program. It is a 3-year master's/specialist program. As a lot of you know, I'm at George Mason University and I am starting my 2nd year of school and I will be graduating this coming May. So I'm super excited, but there are definitely things that I wish I had known before starting grad school. Before starting grad school, I did work for 2 or 3 years after graduating college. I think that was invaluable experience and time for me to learn and grow as a person before starting grad school, but I learned, number 1, that grad school is not undergrad 2.0. So, sorry, my dog is over there. Grad school is really different from undergrad. Your professors treat you like an adult. And so if you're going to miss class, they do expect you to be in class every day, especially for a smaller program. My cohort is only 13 people and they expect you to be there every single class, but they understand if things come up. If you have prior obligations, if you're sick, they understand. Just make sure to let them know, send them an email, and they expect you to be an adult about it. They really want you to be in grad school to learn and to harness important skills and to be a prepared practitioner when you're done with the program. Also, for grades, kind of going along with that point, you will most likely get an A if you show up, participate, do the work that they require you to do, and that's basically it. So as long as you do the work that you need to do, you will most likely get an A. Number 2, you'll never really read a lot of books for grad school, but you will read a lot. So that being said, you're going to have to learn how to read efficiently and how to skim. I think during our first semester, all of us were super overwhelmed because we had so much reading to do. I think the first class, the professor sent us a couple articles and it ended up being like 150 pages of reading, and we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. And so I think some of us did stay up and read every single word, took detailed notes for every single page, and we didn't really even talk about it in class. So I think it's really important for you to learn how to read quickly and to kind of make the important notes from your readings. For school psych specifically, you'll be reading a lot of research articles. Sometimes you will have to read 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 different articles. You might have to read part of your textbook. There will be a lot of reading. I think that just goes for grad school in general. So learn how to read efficiently, learn how to skim, and to prioritize. You don't have 50 hours in a day. Number 3. So the third important thing I learned throughout my first year in grad school, and something I wish I had known before I started, is that you will write a lot in grad school. And I'm not one to really, I guess when I was growing up, reading and writing, they were not my strong suit, and I was more of a science and math girl. I'm not gonna say I was like a math whiz or anything, but I did prefer math and science because it came a little easier for me. But I learned that reading and writing are even more important skills. And I think writing, I mean more so in grad school, you will always write. You always have like a random like 2 to 5 page paper due for some random assignment. You may have like a 10 or 20 page paper due for a class or every class, and like the 2 to 5 page papers, I can basically just pump that out in a day now. Whereas in undergrad, like I would kind of plan for it. I would spend a few days on it at least. So you write a lot, and because of that, you get really good at it. And I think that's a good thing about grad school, something that I am really learning to appreciate as I'm doing more of it every day. The 4th thing I learned, and I wish I had known before starting grad school, is that imposter syndrome seems to be a real thing for grad students. And I mean, I just kind of read this online as well, but it's something that my cohort talks about all the time. And it's that we really feel like frauds sometimes because we're only students. And I guess even from the first semester, like we were in the schools shadowing our school psychologists, and we were taking these classes, but we're totally new to the field. Starting our second semester, we started taking clients and cases to practice assessment, and after supervision and all the training, we started actually taking clients for pay. And of course we still have a supervisor because we're not graduated and we're not certified, but the fact that we're doing all of these things, and we just started school, and a lot of times we feel like we have no idea what we're talking about. So I think this goes for all grad programs. It's not just for school psychology, but I think a lot of grad students feel like frauds or imposters because they're supposed to be the expert in their field, but we're all students, right? We're all here to learn. And so I always tell myself, and this is something I've been telling myself since I was really young, but you have to fake it till you make it. And while you're faking it and making it, you learn through that process. So yes, I wish I knew this before going in so I wouldn't have so much anxiety throughout the process. But you know, talking to my cohort and my classmates, it seems like everyone's kind of on the same page, so that makes me feel a little bit better. So the last thing I wish I knew before starting grad school, so number 5, is that self-care is really important. This is something that I kind of preach and tell everyone, but I think there are many times when I have to constantly remind myself. I like to put a lot on my plate. You have to take care of yourself as you're going through grad school. It's going to be a lot. There's a lot of independent work, and a lot of people may be working, whether it's an assistantship, whether it's a work study, you're working for your graduate program, or you have a side job. A lot of my cohort and my classmates were all working. To take time to take care of yourself and to make sure you have that supportive community outside of your classes, and also to be connected with your classmates and your professors. All of that's really, really important. Having those relationships, even if you're introverted or if you're shy, really try to step out of your comfort zone, meet new people, have those secure relationships, and yeah, you should have a great semester. Whether you're looking into grad school or whether you're in grad school or you're practicing, I hope this helps. And if there are any other things that I didn't mention that you would like for other people to know, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.